What is up, everybody? Welcome to episode 85, just kidding, episode 83 of Smack Talk here at smarkoutmoment.com. I am your host, as always, Tony Mango. With me this week, we have regulars, Braden Mayhew, Mike Payton, Michael Burhan, and Brandon Ligon, as well as a newcomer to the show, Drew White.
Hey,
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
hey, yo.
Hello.
Daylight
Hey,
Compton,
like man, we want
this
to
is
go
not the
home.
outro. What we have for you this week, typical Ask Him. We have the Bleacher Report card, which really isn't much of a segment, more just a kind of pre-plug plug. Weekly hot tags. We have a top rope list coming up in part 3 of our favorite pay-per-views that we think should be coming back in some kind of capacity. And we'll finally either hang ourselves or talk about TNA Slammiversary 2013, whichever comes first. Probably the former.
It's a good thing this isn't a video podcast.
Yeah. We'd get more hits, though. That would be the one thing.
Especially if Brandon was just sitting there with his shirt off.
Well, who says I'm not?
Well, hey.
We'll be lucky if his shirt's the only thing that's off.
I could have anything you want it to be off, Tony.
This is getting disturbing and fast.
Yes, I'm moving on after this. All right. First things first. Ask him, as always, who got it right last week, Peyton?
Well, the question that I had last week for all you wonderful people, I brought back a TNA question because I know how much you love it when I do those. And my question was, this TNA Superstore Superstore is where you can buy all the latest TNA merchandise.
They don't have a superstore. Can't wait to go to Kmart.
TNA doesn't sell things.
This TNA superstar was once embroiled in a lawsuit with Miramax Films in regards to a trademark of a movie they had that was a 3D based children's movie. Who was the star? And I forgot to say it, but I guess we'll just go for extra points. What was the movie? Now, people who got it right was Awesome Piano Man 1021, Shark Boy. He also said a fantasy staple he would love to see someday is the Buffcore Eliminators. Jamie O'Halloran 4 said the only friends of Curry Man I know are Eric Young and Shark Boy, so he kind of got it right. I Curry I, yeah, sorry for missing a few. It's been exam season. As for this week, it's Shark Boy. Let's see here. Thomas Sander. The movie was Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl. The Habit Man. Buffcore sounds like a Triple X tag team of China and Nicole Bass. Can you imagine those two scissoring each other? Oh, God, no. He said, I only know of Curry Man, so he unfortunately did not get it right. Watchman King, 67. Shark Boy. Jamie O'Halloran said, can I get a birthday shout out? So happy birthday, Jamie O'Halloran. McFreakin Duncan said Kurt Angle. Nope. I'm sorry, that is incorrect, and I hope we don't hear any stories about you and Kurt Angle in a bathroom. And
he did to keep it kayfabe for more.
The Rosa's Howie says, I believe it was Shark Boy. It was a name given in the movie Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Sure.
And that's everybody.
Lava Girl. Alrighty, so who is going to take the Ask Him this week? It's going to be Burhan again, right?
Yeah, of course. And to stay in tune with keeping kayfabe, I've decided to do my Ask Him based on that. So if you haven't watched the show, I suggest you actually go back and listen to the show because you can't watch it.
You're not going to ask who sucked whose cock, are you?
Of course I am.
It was caller number 3 in Hillbilly Champ.
The question
conservatory with it.
As you guys know, it already comes in 2 parts. So first we ask the hosts the first question, and then I'm going to ask you guys the same question which leads in from the first. So the first question I'm going to ask to our hosts is, who was the individual that restarted the match between Sting and Hogan at Starrcade? And Mike and Brandon can't say it because they know.
we just did it last night.
So go on, guys.
A terrible question.
God, I actually don't know off the top of my head.
Is it Earl Hebner?
I'm too young. I'm too
He
young.
was coming. He was coming from a situation that involved Earl Hebner.
Oh, so it's Brett. Because I remember he was involved in the finish to the match, but I didn't exactly remember what he did.
Now, here's another one for you guys, based on WCW, and that is correct. Brett reformed the Lost Stable with 2 original members and 1 queer member who started his own organization. Who was he? Or who were each members of the stable? What was the group? And how long did it last? So there you go, ladies and gents. That's your asking for this week. And remember, you love me, you hate me. Just like, comment, and subscribe to the videos because Tony needs the money. Look at what he's wearing.
This is a nice shirt. What are you talking about? I wear dress shirts like 24/7.
I disagree.
Can you repeat that ask him one more time? I'm not sure I was completely clear on that.
Okay. Bret Hart restarted a Lost Stable with 2 original members and another. Name all of these members. So the other 3 who were in the stable with Bret Hart, and how long did the stable last for extra credit.
Okay, cool.
Let us know what you guys think the answer to that is. We'll tell you next week who got it right and who got it wrong. And that brings up 2 quick little things to mention right now. First and foremost, next week we will be having another edition of the monthly mailbag. So if you guys have any questions that you want to ask us, go ahead and send it our way. Either use the contact form on Smark Out Movement or send a tweet to the @SmarkOutMovement, or actually the @TonyMango one. Either way, I'll get a hold of it. Twitter accounts, and we'll be answering those next week. And one other thing to mention is the Bleacher Report card. The articles that I've written this week for Bleacher Report are as follows. How Big E Langston is benefiting from Dolph Ziggler's concussion. We have, will Caitlyn versus AJ Lee finally happen at WWE Payback? Sheamus and Randy Orton have no chemistry as a tag team. Randy Orton's next main event run needs to happen now, and one that should be up by the time that this episode is up, but currently isn't while we're recording. Daniel Bryan's future as a WWE main event superstar. So check out those articles for everybody. Quick announcement about Bleacher Report. I've officially been promoted past like 13 different levels or something like that, and I'm straight up to featured columnist now. So you might be seeing some awesome shit happening. Yep.
And it also means that he can pick stuff up with his mind.
Well, I could do that
Cruising
before.
that
I could just do it better now. That's the whole thing.
His charisma's up.
So check out those articles, everybody. Tell us what you think the Ask Him answer was, and follow us more with part 2 coming up here with the hot tags.